Welcome into post-game coverage of Arizona State Sun Devils football presented by BlazeRadioOnline.com. We are down here on the field at Sun Devil Stadium after Arizona State defeated Colorado 41-30. I'm joined by the men who called the game tonight for Blaze Sports, Bobby Kraus and Matt Lively. Turning here to Bobby first, quite simply, the offensive line last week, they struggled, to say the least. But tonight, they were so much more successful. Why were they that way?
I think it was the benefit of playing a lesser talented front seven in the Colorado Buffaloes, but I think it was also just the realization that they were one of the units, or the unit, that was holding the team back. Manny Wilkins this entire season seems to have been under pressure every snap, never been able to set his feet and sit back in the pocket. Tonight he was able to do that, and he showed off what I believe to be a very underrated arm.
Turning here to Matt, the running game. I mean, Demario Richard, have yourself a game, young man. 189 yards rushing, which is a career high for him. Why was the rushing game so successful here tonight, Matt?
Well, first off, Weston, Philip Lindsay who? I mean, Demario Richard stole the show. You said 189 yards, and he puts himself into the Sun Devils history book. Now the 10th all-time leading rusher here. And then you got support. Manny Wilkins himself, he had 95 yards and a touchdown. Benjamin, he doesn't get a lot of snaps, but tonight he did. Over 50 yards and a big game-sealing touchdown. It was an all-around phenomenal night on the ground for the Sun Devils.
Turning back over here to Bobby. Bobby, the second half was much more successful for the Sun Devils than the first. They came out full throttle, guns blazing, put pedal to the metal, and absolutely smoked them. Why were they so successful in the second half?
I think it was coming off the momentum of how the first half ended, them getting the late touchdown with just under a minute to go, and then being able to get the onside kick, if so to speak, recovery, squib kick, onside kick, whatever you want to call it, but being able to have that game-tying field goal attempt by Brandon Reese, even though it didn't go through, that gave the Sun Devils, I think, a boost of momentum saying, hey, we could be buried in this game, and we're not. They came out with their hair on fire in the second half. Colorado put up another field goal to make it 20-14, but that did not discourage the Sun Devils, and it was essentially their game from there on out.
Last question here, Matt. Manny Wilkins, now only 202 yards throwing the football tonight, but we've mentioned it already. It's been the rushing game that was the story of this game tonight. Manny Wilkins on the ground had 95 yards. Why was he so successful in the run department?
I mean, just talk about the all-purpose yards for Manny Wilkins. The pocket collapsed quite a bit on him, but that didn't get him down. He was able to work with his feet, move out, find his sidelines, and he was elusive all night. He was absolutely the leader of this offense tonight. That's what Arizona State needs moving forwards. Manny Wilkins was absolutely on fire. He's exactly what they need.
Well, there you have it, guys. Once again, Arizona State defeats Colorado 41-30 here at Sun Devil Stadium. Make sure you guys catch the game next weekend at UCLA as Braden Bell and Eliav Gabai will be on the call right here on BlazeRadioOnline.com. But for now, for Bobby Kraus, Matt Lively, I'm Weston DeWitt, Blaze Sports.